This is Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. No bias talk, no racism on this channel. Just pure talk, pure boxing. You understand me? Please hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Just wanted to get on, talk about some boxing. Just wanted to get on, talk about some boxing. I love me some boxing, y'all. I watch it all day and I watch it all nights. But been watching a couple of videos on the cards with the Charlo brothers that's coming up on September the 26th. You know, I hear people speaking, you know, I like some of the videos I saw. But I want to go in on one comment I had heard, or one statement I had heard about the Jermell Charlo fight when he's fighting Derevyanchenko, Jermall Charlo, shall I say. This is not the fight that shows us that Jermell Charlo is who he is. This is not the fight that stamps Jermell Charlo. Jermall Charlo. I'm sorry, Jermall Charlo. This is not the fight that stamps him. Now, this is a little adversity. It's a 50-50 chance he could lose, but this is not the fight that shows us what Jermall Charlo is all about. Now, this fight shows us that he a force to be reckoned with, but until he faces Demetrius Andrade, Canelo, Daniel Jacobs, fighters of that nature, we don't really know what Jermall Charlo is all about. Now, we know he has power. We know what he did to Julian Williams. We know what he did to Dennis Hogan. We know what he did to a list of other fighters. We know what Korobov did to him. Even though some of y'all gonna act like you don't know what Korobov did to him. Go back and check that out if you didn't. But this is his time to come out there and show us what he's about. Now, if y'all ain't seen my video on this, go back and check out. I got one for him and his brother, Jermall Charlo versus Derevyanchenko. I broke it down the way I said it. And in my opinion, I feel that Derevyanchenko will beat Jermall Charlo. I think that he will beat him on the scorecards, but they will cheat and rob him and give it to Jermall Charlo. And if you watch that video, I'll explain to you why. I'm not going to go into it right now. You know, check out that video if you want to see more about that. But I just wanted to make that statement to people that this is not this is not the fight that stamps Jermall Charlo. This is a fight that shows us, okay, like I say, he's somebody to be reckoned with. You know, we all know he got power and all that, but this fight is not the creme de la creme fight of his career. So people don't need to say that. Now, as far as with Jermell, y'all check out that video how I did on him. I think a lot of people are just counting Rosario just out. You know, I just seen in one video, they say that this man is actually complaining that he has never had a full training camp. He has never had a full training camp. So if he can go out there with a half of a training camp and beat a fighter like Julian Williams, imagine what he can do with a full training camp. I seen people talking about the fact that he lost to Gallimore. Gallimore is not an easy fighter. He ain't an elite. He ain't an A+. He ain't an A-. But he a hard puncher. And yes, he got Rosario. But that does not mean that Rosario shall fall victim to Jermell Charlo. And y'all check out that video of Jermell Charlo versus Rosario on Easy Work Boxing. Y'all check that out. And let me know how you feel about that. But that's going to be a good night of boxing. It's going to be a great night of boxing for the Charlo brothers. You know, and for Rosario and for Derevyanchenko. This is their night. This is four people's night on September the 26th to go out and show the public, the world of boxing, who they are and what they can do. Now, we all know, the first time the Charlo brothers tried this with their own card, they failed. You can say how you want to say it. You can take it how you want to take it. In my opinion, that night, they both failed. When they had their own card again on PBC. But you know, people say he don't. You know, they had their opinions. This didn't happen, and you know, Charlo brothers didn't lose. You know, all good and well. That's your opinion. But in Easy Work Boxing opinion, bro brothers got a payday for getting their ass whooped. That's what I saw. But you know, to each his own. To each his own. Now, what else we gonna talk about in the sport? What's really going on out here? You know, we got everybody trying to be the Floyd Mayweather of the future. In my opinion, it's gonna be Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson has the goods to be that guy. I think he is that guy, and he will become that guy. I think the circle that he involves himself in is gonna make him even greater. And one thing I like about Shakur Stevenson, I can't tell y'all because I don't want to go into that. You know what I'm saying, about what I know about what go on in the sport of boxing and entertainment and stuff like that. But as a boxer, Shakur Stevenson is something special. He is something special. He will be one of those greats that's remembered, like the Hearns and the Duran's and you know what I'm saying, the Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali. He will be one of those. Now, also, I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez. Y'all check out my video I just did on that about Teofimo Lopez not accepting the fight because he wants more than 1.2 million. In my opinion, he's ducking. If it look like a duck, if it sound like a duck, it's a duck, and that's what it is. Check out that video. I explained to you why I feel like it's a duck. I'm not gonna tell you now. That's for you to go and check out that video, and I thank you for tuning in. If you should watch it, please comment and let me know how you feel. Damn, it ain't really too much going on in sport of box. Okay, let me talk about this. Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Now, since Errol Spence is signed to fight Danny Garcia, what is Keith Thurman gonna do now? It's obvious Manny Pacquiao is not interested in a rematch. Could it be a Sean Porter? That would be nice. Sean Porter rematch. Where can Keith Thurman go? We got the Ortizes out here. We got the Yugases out here. We got the what is his name? Ennis, Jerron Ennis. We got all these up and comers. So it's somebody for Keith Thurman to go out there and fight. Because Errol Spence and Danny Garcia out the picture right now. So Terrence Crawford. Oh, I forgot. Keith Thurman, my favorite fighter. I'm sorry. My favorite fighter, Keith Thurman, said that the WBO is not a legitimate title. I'm sorry. That's why he probably won't mention Terrence Crawford's name. I don't know. All of a sudden, the WBO title means nothing. But he ain't mentioned Terrence Crawford's name yet. He telling Errol Spence, if you don't fight me, leave the weight class. Terrence Crawford in your weight class. I don't know what's going on with my boy Keith. Keith, I love you. I'm a big fan of yours. You brought me back to the sport of boxing. Don't duck me, son. Don't duck me, son. You brought me back to the sport of boxing, man. I stopped watching it after a certain minute, man. You brought me back. My favorite fighter, but you bullshit, man. You bullshitting, Keith. You fighting for paydays, Keith, and I'm gonna tell you why you fighting for paydays, Keith. You knew you had an injured motherfucking rib when you went there and fought Manny Pacquiao. You should have pushed that fight back. Nice payday. I can understand if you say, hey, the payday was too good to push back. But being how you talk and you know the business, the sport of boxing, you know you should have pushed that fight back so you would have been able to knock Manny Pacquiao ass out. Manny Pacquiao is not going to give you a rematch because he felt your power. Manny Pacquiao know next fight, if you in good condition and in good shape, he going to get a whooped ass. He's not going to give you a rematch. You can hang that shit outside on the clothesline. You can hang that outside. That shit finna rot if you don't go get it. You can go hang that out on the clothesline. Telling Errol Spence he got to lead the division if he don't fight you. Come on, man. Y'all know y'all got a history with each other. You didn't give him the shot. If y'all want to hear about that, check out my other videos on that. I explain why I feel like Keith didn't have to give him a shot. But you didn't give him a shot. Hey, big dog. I don't know where they at, bro. It's a different game. You know, they used to be everywhere. I ain't say everywhere. I say everywhere. Now niggas got them locked up, choking them, beating them up. They ain't out here right now, man. They ain't out here right now. But big dog, what's up on this box? Talk to me about this box. I ain't got Danny beating Spence, bro. I ain't got Danny beating Spence. Danny is strong. I've seen Danny. Danny got power, bro. Danny wear you down. Danny hits hard. But people got to understand, Spence is not a little guy. Spence is not a little guy. Even though he hits hard, Spence is so big that once he come in after the weigh-in, that shit ain't gonna affect him. Bruh, Spence supposed to be at 154, 160. Spence supposed to be at 154, 160. Ugas supposed to be at 154, 160. I'm gonna tell y'all how hard Danny Garcia hit. Danny Garcia hit so hard that he made Keith Thurman come off his attack in a fight. That's just how hard Danny Garcia hit. Danny Garcia hit so hard that he made Keith Thurman think twice about coming in. What? See the change in the fight. Now, it could come from being tired, you know, going rounds. But his whole fight plan changed. Yeah, Spence is big as hell for 157. I mean 147. I'm sorry. 147. Danny Garcia punch hard, but that it's not gonna do nothing. It's not. Now I said, and check out that video. I'm not gonna go in on that video. Y'all check out my video on Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence. And they'll tell you who I got. Spence or Canelo in a fight? Canelo Alvarez versus Errol Spence Jr.? I got Canelo Alvarez. I got my boy Cinnamon. I got Canelo all day. People gotta understand, even though Canelo is a ducker, even though he's a big ducker, or you want to say he moving in business terms, he making the right business moves, okay. Even though he's a big ducker, he ain't nothing to fuck with. Canelo is the fighter, if not any, that has showed you can learn from an ass whooping. If there ain't no other fighter that you have ever saw, ever, Canelo is the fighter that showed you should learn from getting your ass whooped. Because after Floyd embarrassed him and whooped on his ass the way he did, he had Canelo crying. Do y'all know that? No disrespect to Canelo. Richard Schaefer was in the back telling him, man, that's why he the number one, because he can fight. Canelo in the back crying, talking about he let down his feet. He had that boy crying, man. Do you hear me? Canelo said, I ain't never taking no ass with him like that no more. I was born ready. And he said, I was born ready. Hey, they kept coming to Floyd doing that little episodes, 24/7. They said, Floyd, Canelo is knocking out all his sparring partners. Floyd said, he said, I don't want to hear that shit. He was like, my name is Floyd Mayweather, and I can motherfucking fight. I ain't no sparring partner. Floyd went out there and showed that boy a valuable fucking lesson. Experience is a motherfucker. Respect your elders. Floyd showed him that night, respect your elders, nigga. Now I heard Canelo Alvarez could be fighting somebody with a nice name. I don't know who his opponent's supposed to be. He's supposed to be fighting September the 26th too, but we have yet to find out who his opponent will be. And I'm eager to find that out. I'm ready to know who Canelo gonna fight. But Canelo dodged weight classes. He ain't fight Demetrius Andrade. All Canelo had to do after they gave him a win against Triple G when he took the belts from Triple G, which he lost both fights, in my opinion. In my opinion, he lost both fights. All he had to do was fight Demetrius Andrade to be undisputed. He jumps out the weight class. He leaves the weight class. Nobody say shit. He go fight for a WBA title at 168. What's up, Ken? You know what time it is? We talking about this boxer, man. You talk to me, you let me know about a fight, so we get on here, we can talk about it. Look like Tyson Fury ain't finna go through nothing. Nobody's still talking about it. Fight hype hasn't said anything about it. All the big channels haven't said anything about it. I mean, the big channels. Now, I know it's some guys out here getting numbers. I'm talking about the guys I'm talking about the channels that people really go to. You see what I'm saying? Even us as people who talk about boxing, we check these channels to hear what's going on because they have access to things that we don't. But we're not hearing these channels speak about the things that we want to hear. This is something very important that's going on in boxing with the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury situation, but yet nobody speaks about it. The people who can bring this abroad won't talk about it. I have yet to even hear, really, Deontay Wilder talk about it. So I'm not interested in Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3. I'm not interested in that fight. I made a video on Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Check that out. All the videos I'm suggesting y'all please look and check out. You know, if you ain't doing nothing, you know, tonight, whenever, you at work, you on break, you love boxing, just check out the videos I'm suggesting for you. You know, check out many more. But other than that, ain't too much to talk about right now in boxing. Terrence Crawford still don't have a fight. Manny Pacquiao don't have a fight. Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia. Which, if Mike Garcia fight Manny Pacquiao, he gonna get beat up. Simple plain. Mike Garcia depends on watching where your head is. Manny Pacquiao head don't end up in the same spot. He gonna beat Mikey Garcia ass. I'm telling y'all. He gonna De La Hoya, Antonio Margarito, and who else he doing? Jeff Horn, his ass. I'm telling y'all. Mike Garcia better not take that fight. Mike Garcia ain't seen shit like Manny Pacquiao. I'm telling y'all. Even at 41 years old, however old Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao gonna beat the shit out of Mike Garcia. No, ooh. In my opinion, Mike Garcia can't beat Jeff Horn. In my opinion, Mikey Garcia can't beat Jeff Horn. Styles make fights. I know people say, "Oh, you crazy as hell." Yeah, Mikey Garcia is the superior boxer, but he ain't gonna be able to think, and he ain't gonna see no head sitting there in the same place on no Jeff Horn. Now, Jeff Horn ain't an elite fighter. I'm not saying that, but his style will fuck Mikey Garcia up, just like Manny Pacquiao style is gonna fuck Mikey Garcia up. If I was Robert Garcia, I would tell him, do not fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao gonna beat your ass. I'm telling y'all now. I told y'all. And you can take it how you want if you're a Manny Pacquiao fan. I'm just speaking from what my opinion of me watching boxing from years since I was a child. Manny Pacquiao been juicing. Due to COVID-19 and all that, since the Keith Thurman fight. He the wrong nigga to go in there and fight right now at 147. Manny Pacquiao been juicing. If you I don't care what you say, look how big his head is. His calf muscles the size of grapefruits. And this man came from 106 and up. Manny Pacquiao look like he can jump on top of an apartment complex. Vertically. But he ain't never took no, get the hell out of here. 8 division champion. Running through big, come on, man. Manny Pacquiao gonna beat Mike Garcia ass. Y'all gotta remember, Manny Pacquiao didn't have random drug testing versus Keith Thurman. And I'm not saying that Keith Thurman didn't take nothing. All of them take shit, whether y'all know it or not. All of them take stuff. So you have to understand that. But that should show y'all. And even though I seen the video on ESPN where people were really dogging Terrence Crawford, telling them that Manny Pacquiao ducked him. This ain't showing y'all that Manny Pacquiao ducking Terrence Crawford right now. He ain't got to fight. Terrence ain't got to fight. Terrence said he'll fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao said he want Mike Garcia. So for the people years ago who was laughing on that video, when Terrence told the public, Bob went to Manny Pacquiao, asked him did he want to fight. Manny Pacquiao ain't want no parts of Terrence. It's right now, you see it. Same weight class, everything. Bob Arum won't make no problem. Bob Arum has no problem making a fight with Manny Pacquiao because he knows it's a payday. He has no problem with that. That's Manny. Manny don't want to go out there and get his ass whooped. He know it. So he don't want to run up on Terrence Crawford. The reason Sean Porter don't want to fight Terrence Crawford, because Sean Porter know Terrence Crawford gonna beat his ass. Terrence Crawford know he gonna beat Sean Porter ass. And right now, Terrence don't have to fight him because he holds nothing to gain. Terrence is trying to be undisputed. There's no sense in fighting nobody with no title. He already told the public that. I ain't interested in nobody who ain't got no title. They keep talking about Virgil Ortiz, this person, that person. He don't want them. He wants Spence. He want Manny. Virgil Ortiz brings nothing to him. Ennis brings nothing to him. Bro, thank you for tuning in, Barnyard. Go back and check some of the old videos of Terrence Crawford versus talking about fighting Sean Porter. Sean Porter said himself on the video, he don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. And this is not something I'm making up. He said it himself. He don't want no smoke with Terrence. He said that dude good. Sean know Terrence gonna dog walk him. Terrence know he gonna dog walk Sean. If Sean Porter had 2 titles, Terrence will push that shit all aside. But he gains nothing for fighting Sean Porter. I ain't never heard them sending Terrence a contract, bro. And that's real facts. I ain't never heard of that. If they did, I have yet to hear about it. I have to see about it. But I'm sure if they sent Terrence a contract, the only reason he probably turned it down because there's nothing to gain. They didn't send that contract when he had the WBC title, did he? Terrence would have went in there and ate his ass up. Thank you. Thank you, Barnyard. Thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate that. Terrence is overrated. All I can say is this, bro. People can say Terrence is overrated, right? People can say Terrence is overrated. People say Terrence ain't fought the names that people wanted him to fight. This, that, and the other. But yet, this man has been a lineal champion. This man has been undisputed. This man has accomplished things that fighters that we praise to this day, legendary fighters, Fighters that we praise to this day has never done what this man has done. To be undisputed. So for people to say Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody, Terrence Crawford this, Terrence Crawford that, he's accomplished more than half of the dudes that we talking about. At the end of the day, he didn't unify with a cardboard box. He didn't get a title fighting a cardboard box. He fought somebody just like everybody else did. So when people go and talk about, that's the media. That's the casuals. They watch channels and they get on here and they hear something and they say, oh, Terrence Crawford this, Terrence Crawford that. And then they hear who the biggest guy that's being spoke about. That's why majority of people are Errol Spence fans. Because he's the most talked about in most platforms. ESPN, platforms that's supposed to push Terrence Crawford, won't even mention his name. They won't even list him as a titleist. This facts. So when people go to talk about who is he fought, go back and check the resume. He got names on his resume. He got better names on his resume than a lot of these dudes running around now that's two-time champions. That's three-time champions. That's four-time champions. So where do people come with this? Who has he fought? He got a better resume than dudes that's running around with 2 titles, 3 titles in different divisions. And as far as resumes behind Manny Pacquiao, Danny Garcia has the best resume at 147. Besides Manny Pacquiao, hands down. Danny Garcia hold it. Then after that, it's a toss-up between Keith Thurman and Sean Porter. It's a toss-up. Man, they scared of Crawford because Crawford is not one-dimensional. It's hard to figure out a way to beat Crawford. Who is Jaguar Wright? I ain't never heard of him. I'm tired of Triple G whooping Canelo ass. There's no need for me to see him get cheated again. Triple G should just stay away from that. Stay away from that. He beat Canelo twice, and they gave Canelo titles. Stay away from that fight. Fuck Canelo. I mean, Payday and Revenge. Yeah, Payday and Revenge. Free Smoke, what's up, bro? Hey, Free Smoke. My brother just mailed me my computer, man. I want me, you, Travis Gotti, and a list of more guys out here with these channels, man. I want us to form us a little clique. You know, we all come together. You know, bro, my brother built me a computer, bro. It's bad as hell, bro. Shout out to my brother, Robert Ward, man. I truly appreciate you. I'm going to max that computer out till it blow up in my face. All of us got to get on the channel, man, and grow together, man. And we all got to be non-biased, non-racist on our channels, man. I don't want to deal with nobody who talking racist, who just riding with black fighters because you black. I don't want to deal with that. I want people to talk about boxing. No LDBC, no disrespect to them guys. I talk my shit about them. I had to take a video down about them while I was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But I said, you know, instead of talking about them, just grind hard. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to push my channel to the next level. I ain't going to change the name, even though I'm going to keep this channel on boxing. I'm going to make another channel, but I'm going to change the name on my boxing channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's we got to get it, man. Whether he signed with PBC or not, fights have been made from other promotional companies. See, that's that propaganda talk. Manny Pacquiao Floyd was made. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder was made. Same companies. That's propaganda talk. Errol Spence does not want to fight. Floyd will never fight Manny Pacquiao again. Y'all can hang that up. Floyd will never fight Manny Pacquiao again. People have to understand money ain't everything to everybody. Loyalty is everything. Floyd didn't leave 50 Cent, but didn't leave with 50 Cent for loyalty of Al Haymon. Money ain't everything to everybody. Sometimes just being comfortable. Maybe he stayed with with Bob because Bob ain't never bought him no problems. Maybe Bob treat him cool other than what people are always saying in their agenda. Y'all give me 1 sec. Y'all gotta remember, Bob took a chance on Terrence. Bob took a chance on him. That brings loyalty. A lot of people talk about, Deontay Wilder's supposed to left Al Haymon for the $100 million that Eddie Hearn was paying him. That's loyalty. He respected the man that brought him out the gutter. Sometimes money ain't everything to everybody. It don't mean that he's stupid because he didn't leave for $100 million. Al Haymon saw something in him. Bob Arum saw something in Terrence. It ain't always about money. Wes, what's up? It ain't always about money. When I was broke, I was wondering how I was gonna feed my family, my children. You showed up and gave me a shot. Oh, so you saying, Dr. Cortez, you saying you paid for the Floyd versus Manny Pacquiao fight? Hey, people could say Floyd run, Floyd. You can't run in the square. I'm not supposed to stand there and just get hit by you. We in the square. You cannot run in a square. I used to criticize Florida that. See, a lot of channels talk shit and they ain't man enough to come back and say they was wrong about certain things. I used to criticize him with that. The sport is hit and not get hit. Yes, it is exciting to see two people bang out. But it ain't exciting when they got brain damage. It ain't exciting when they 47 and can't complete a sentence. You see what I'm saying? I've been on for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Really don't know nothing else to talk about unless y'all suggest something for me to talk about. So I'm about to end the video, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. You can always see when the videos pop up. Please hit that notification bell. If you want to donate, you know where to go. I appreciate you. Most of all, protect your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Have you a good day. Help as many people as you can, but don't be stupid for nobody. This Easy Work Boxing. Thank y'all for y'all time. I'm out.